Welcome back, fellow mobile gaming fanatics. I'm Martin, this is Top Giants, and I'm back with another episode. Now, first of all, there was no Aerial Atom 500 prelims final video because I got my pants pulled down in that event. Yes, I can admit it, I did terribly. I think I ended up in T4. I didn't really play too much at the end because it became pretty clear pretty early on that I was not going to make any kind of impression in the top 50. Let alone the top 10. As soon as I would get around the 50th rank, I would easily drop places. So decided that that was a bit of a washout, so moved on to the finals. Hopefully that will be a better showing. I can show you something half decent in that, but I'm not going to hold my hopes up. Now, today's video, it's not clickbait, okay? I'm going to explain to you why you guys should not be buying carbon fiber packs. I'm also going to explain when you should and which ones you should, okay? Now, yes, this is kind of a matter of opinion, but let me explain to you. It will make sense, I promise you. So, these carbon fiber packs are what I'm talking about. Now, 1,499 gold. Gold can be won in game, it can be bought. It's the rarest currency in the game at the moment. I'm saying you should not be buying these carbon fiber packs. I'm also saying you should not be buying these ceramic packs for gold. Use your cash as much as you want, your in-game dollars, go for it. They're easy to collect. Use those, buy as many ceramic packs as you want. Knock yourself out, that's perfectly fine. Do not use your gold on these packs. I'm just going to compare it to this UK 2015-2019 carbon fiber pack. Now, this pack is 100 gold more. And if we have a look, the contents are basically the same. You don't get anything extra from that 100 gold. But why is this a better value pack? Let me explain. When these carbon fiber packs were first released, when the game first came out, they offered far more value. Okay, they would have been worth getting to give your deck or your garage a boost straight away. As more and more patches have been released and updates have been released, and more cars, brands, nationalities, etc. have been released, the value of this carbon fiber pack has diminished every single time. And let me explain what I mean. So if we come in just for an illustrative purpose, okay, this isn't for any other reason. Worst country. Okay, let's imagine when the game was first released. Let's just say they didn't have any French cars. Let's say they didn't have any Italian cars. They had half the UK cars because there wasn't the Great Exhibition pack, and they had half the German cars because there wasn't the German Renaissance update. Now let's just say that's the stage the game was released in. Now there would be a load of US cars, some Japanese cars, some UK cars, some German cars. So if you were to come and open a carbon fiber pack, and let's just say you really wanted to get an Audi R8, okay? So this is the Audi R8 you really wanted because you really like Audi. It was the car you wanted. It was a good car at the time. It was a great car at the time. You look here, you would take the Audi R8 Spider as well. You just really want to get a legendary Audi. These were the two you were honing in on. Well, open a carbon fiber pack, you'd have a chance, if you pulled a legendary, of getting those cars. However, as more and more cars have been introduced to the game, the chances of getting that car have dropped. Now, the chance of getting the legendary remain the same. But if we compare that to Lamborghini, for example, take away the prize cars, all these other cars here, there's over 30 legendary Lamborghini cars. So as soon as Lamborghini introduced cars into their game, this is the last one. All these cars up here are legendaries. Now suddenly your chance of getting that Audi has diminished, because if you do pull a legendary card, the chances of you getting that R8 have dropped significantly because the pool of legendaries has just increased massively. And that goes all the way through epics, ultra rares, etc, etc. So again, it begs the question, where is the value in buying this pack for 100 gold less when I could get literally anything in the game, and I can't get it's going to be extremely hard for me to get a car I potentially want. I personally think you should be saving your cash, taking these specialized packs for that extra 100 gold, because at least then you know if you want to get a UK car, for example, in this bracket, you know you've got a chance. You know at least your ultra rare is going to be a car in it. If you pick an epic, it's going to be one of those. So look for packs that have got legendaries, epics, especially that you want to get, that you want to add to your garage. And that's why I say it's a lot better to begin with to pick something to specialize in. For me, yes, I've gone for UK That's just me personally. I'll just put Great Exhibition for now, but we'll take off the other UK cars. I know you can use them in some events, but I've worked on some of my legendaries, not because they're the best legendaries in the game, but because I wanted to find a place to focus on and start to begin with, because it's impossible, no matter what stage you are in the game, unless you're extremely late game, you've been playing this for a long time, you've got loads of resources, and you were able to get lots of decent prizes at the start when there was less people playing. You can't just go around and upgrade every single car you want. You've got to sacrifice cars, and by that I mean, for example here, if I really wanted to do this Bentley, then I've got loads of ultra rare cars I would throw away. You know, I'd throw away any of these cars without thinking twice. I might keep the Range Rover actually, but the rest of them, doesn't matter how good they are. Yes, I could find a use for them. Can always find a use for a second Lotus 340R. Can always find a use for a second BMW if I wanted to, or the Infiniti for the standard tyres, the Porsche. But I would throw them away because I need to hone in on specialising certain cars, and that goes the same with my legendaries up here. I'd happily throw away some of these epics. Let me show you a few which I got unlocked at the moment. So BMW, I'd throw away the R5, even though I've been using it for quite a while because I'm not focusing on French cars at the moment. If I need to, I'll throw away the Disco Volantes. I've got one. I'd even throw away this Aston Martin. Okay, if I need to. If there's a legendary that I get, and for example, it wouldn't be the Hulk for the moment, it would be something like the McLaren, not the short tail, but the other one that I have, the GT1 I believe it is, something like that. I will use those cars, because there's no point me having cars sat in my garage doing nothing, waiting for the perfect car. You have to build up slowly. So pick packs is what I'm saying. Pick packs that are going to give you rewards that you want, or rewards that could potentially help a certain part of your garage, and specialise. Now these carbon fibre packs become useful when they drop in value. If they're on offer, say 999 gold, snap them up. Yep, snap them up, take the 2 or 3 they offer you, absolutely no problems, because you're buying them because they are better value and you're not so worried about what's in them. Whether you're looking to get cars and work on certain parts of your garage, these packs are just becoming more and more diluted. You're better off to spend that extra 100 gold and pick a pack that's going to give you something in the region of what you want. Now with that said, we then come into an event, and it looks like it should be an event perfect for me to explain this whole point of specialising. This TBT, Throwback Thursday European Excursions, we come in, it says UK 2015 to 2019. That should be great for my garage, and I have already worked out that I'm going to struggle to remain in the top 10. In fact, I might not even stay in the top 10. You might say, well, why? You've been working on your UK garage. We've already seen you've got quite a few cars. The problem is, even when you do specialise, there are going to be events where you're still missing key cars, or you don't have maxed out cars. For example, maxing out the McLaren would help me massively. Not so much the Aston Martin, because I can drop this car out for something else. It's not as essential, but obviously if I maxed it out, it would help. But what I lack here, I lack the bad boy McLarens. I lack the beasts. Okay, you can see I've got 194 RQ car here, it's not maxed out, but then the rest are kind of okay legendaries which have been worked on, but they're not bosses. I've got a bit of everything. I mean, I'm lucky. I mean, I've got some of the off-roaders here, I've got some of the light cars, I've got a bit of speed and top speeds in the Aston Martins and the McLarens, and I've got some of the key epics etc to work on. So overall I can't complain. But then events like this come around and you just see you're missing a car, and here's a good example. Somebody with a maxed out McLaren 720S. Now I can't beat this. This is an automatic loss for me no matter what I do. If I move across, we'll see some more situations of this. Here we go, the McLaren P1 prize car. Okay, not got this car, automatic loss for me. So I'm already under it. We'll come up here, another McLaren the Spider. I can beat this if I work on my McLaren. Here's the same one here, and you'll probably see some other versions. Right, well, there were some other people out here. I've seen quite a few of the prize car McLarens, the P1s. They're just automatic losses before I even try to play this event. Now, for example, I'm going to do this race here. I'm not disheartened by it, because I kind of know, while my UK garage is good, it's probably very good, but it's not great. And I know that the people out there are going to have great garages and are going to beat me. And I just have to accept that. There's nothing I can do about it. It's the nature of the game. Okay, so don't be too disheartened if you're new and you see yourself struggling in events. Find somewhere to focus on, because at least I know when a UK event comes up, I have a fairly good chance of doing at least okay in it. And especially if it's going to be a prize car event, I know there's a very good chance of me getting tier 3 top 80, and that's at least a carbon fibre pack, another ultra rare as a prize from the rewards, potentially an epic. So although not every event is going to fall perfectly for me, at least I know I've got a chance where, when it comes in, for example, American, German events, etc., talent, I'm really under it. I'm relying for perfect, and I mean like perfect stipulations for me to be able to potentially get top 10 or anywhere like that. So again, here there are things that I can do. I can work on these cars if I wanted to, but for a ceramic pack, I'm not going to. However, that McLaren is a car that I believe I should be maxing out. And if we look here, Robin Hill's got a very good example of something for me. Now, I cannot win this mile drag or this quarter mile, whatever happens with my current team. I cannot win. There are 2 automatic defeats by pretty big points. And then if I win the city streets and I win the twisty road, I still lose the hairpin road. That's an automatic loss. No matter what I do, I can't touch that deck. Now, I'm in a almost similar position here, where although I can take 2 victories, I don't know if I get the 3rd on the 1 mile. It might be worth it. Let's try it. Let's try Max Bryans. I think again I'm going to be in a situation where no matter what I do, I can't actually win. So we don't want to lose too many points. The mid-range on this Aston Martin's not going to make it for me. So we're going to win the city streets. Okay, this Jaguar was great city street car. Okay, wonderful city street car. We're going to probably lose the mile. I can't put this on the quarter mile. I'm going to get destroyed. So I'm going to have to go hairpin, twisty road, quarter mile. I honestly think this is a defeat, to be honest with you, looking at it. But it just kind of shows you, even people that aren't in the top 10 at the moment, very difficult for me to stay in there. So this car is great. I'm so happy I upgraded this car. Medium ground clearance cars, especially in like UK, etc., there aren't a huge number of them. So we lose this by 50, which I can deal with. I expected that. We're gonna lose this as well. And yeah, I can't see how we win this. Honestly, can't see. Nah, there you go. Obvious. Fair enough. So there's another defeat, and that's by somebody who was outside the top 10, may have gone in now from beating me. Okay, was around there. So there you go, guys. This event relies on lots of speed and some twists. Anybody who's got the McLaren P1 prize car or some upgraded or maxed out legendaries, you're in for a treat here. But look at this again. 3 cars. Even though I'm going to get a few points here, I can't compete. I just can't compete. Medium ground clearance, yeah, it's what it is. Even when you spend ages and all your resources working on a specific kind of nationality or whatever, and that event comes up and you think, great, chance for me to get another ceramic pack or another carbon fibre or an event that I can play loads and get loads of rewards from, doesn't always work like that, I'm afraid. But what can I say? It's still definitely the best tactic to use. Pick a nationality, focus on upgrading cars from that. If you're new to the game, or even if you've been playing it for a while, You're not always going to have a choice unless you just specifically wait for certain, for example, carbon fiber packs and buy them. You're not always going to have a choice. You're going to have to see what the game gives you. What have you got from your ceramic packs? Where is your strongest core at the moment, and start on that. Now, yes, there is technically it is going to be easier to specialize in, for example, Japanese or Italian or French, because there's fewer cars, so it's a lot easier to get the specific cars you may want. Or if you work on US, German, UK, etc., there's a bigger pool of cars, so getting those key cars that you need are harder to obtain. But if you already have a couple of them, then you may want to go that way. Personally, again, I've said this before, I would recommend the UK, the Italian, the German, US, one of those four, and then potentially pick the French or the Italian, if you haven't made it as your main, as a sub kind of group to work on those cars as well. And then as you progress through the game, hopefully you'll get some decent rewards, and then you'll be able to expand your garage. But yeah, that's it for this video for now. We will be having the finals starting very soon. Again, this is something that I've already accepted I'm going to be pretty bad at, so do not expect anything great from me. I will try and bring the track sets for you. I will also try and show you the kind of team which you will want to put out in order to maximize your chances of getting in the top tiers. However, I think I'm going to be missing a few of the key cars in that. So as ever, thank you very much for watching. I've been Mytime. If you have enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the carbon fiber packs, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.